Hi everyone, in this video I will talk about how to create copy-paste options, how to use Excel copy-paste options. First of all, this is the balance sheet of a holding, and I will combine and sum the company ABC and the company XYZ. And for this, first of all I create the formula equal, and then later click sheet 2 and press this one and press plus and press this one. Excel calculates the sum of the current assets of these two companies. Excel calculates the sum of these two numbers. When you double click here, Excel copies and calculates for the headers and calculates, for example, B3 and F3. B4 and F4, etc. But I will do another thing. For example, when I double click here, you see autofill options are displayed here. Click here, and if you want to copy cell, Excel default selection is this one, copy cells, but you can fill formatting only or without formatting. I select this one and Excel fills them with its formulas but without formatting. You see, Excel copied and pasted them without formatting. Or another option, I will take it back. When I copy this and select all of them and paste, these options opens again. You can select the other options, but this option is better, I think. Select this one, and I will take it back again. I will copy this and select all of them from the past. You see there are so many past selections. There are shortcuts, but I will explain from past special menu, because these selections, these options are the same in this menu. For example, you can paste formulas. The default is all, paste all, and when I click here, Excel will paste all of them. But for formulas, when I click here, formulas, Excel will paste the formulas, but not the format of the cells. Okay. And for example, when I take it back and copy this one again and select all of them, another option is here, values. When I click OK, you see Excel passed values to each one. You see Excel killed the formulas and passed them only values. But another option, for example, when I copy it and paste the formulas, you see Excel passed the formulas and didn't pass the formats. Okay, the formats are remained. But if you want to kill all the formulas and create only values, copy all of them and select this one again, and from the past special, past values. You see Excel passed the values and killed the formulas. You see Excel removed all the formulas and only displayed the results of them. Okay, but I think the formulas is better. And for example, when I copy all the table and paste in an empty place, you see Excel pasted everything, but you see the formulas are changed because I shifted the table for 24 rows. You see, I copied all of them and pasted to the row 24, and then later the formulas are pasted. You see, Excel shifted the formulas for 25, not 24 rows, you see. And Excel calculates that Excel want to take the data from sheet 2, B25 and F25, you see. Excel shifted all the formulas, you see. To fix this problem, to get rid of this problem, I will take it back and I want to paste values. For example, you can copy it and paste values. It's possible, or from the past special you can select past values. Okay, Excel passed the values. You see, There is no formula and the results are the same. And then later copy it again and paste here over this one, paste formats. And you see Excel created the same format, but they are only values because I passed it as value. And then later copied it again and passed it value. Let's take it back and you can do the same thing, selecting all the table and clicking the format painter and later selecting whole table. You see Excel does the same thing again. Okay, but if you want to, for example, paste as a link, but for example, when you see it here, when I change this number, when I write here number, this does not change. Okay, if you want to change this table according to this one, copy it. First of all, I will take everything back, copy this one and click here another place, and from paste selection there is paste link here. Press paste links. Excel creates formulas connected to these cells. For example, you see it's equal A1, this is equal B1, and you see all of them are the same. And copy this again, or I will use format painter, click format painter and select this one. You see the formats and values are the same, but this table is wholly connected to this one, and when you change this, and you see it also changes. Okay, for the commands, I will create a command here, right click and insert a command. For example, this cell displays the values of some of the two companies. And you see there's a command. When you copy this, for example, copy this, and if you want to paste only the command here, from the paste special, select commands. Excel copies the command and pastes here the same command. Okay, you can paste the commands also. For example, when I select this table and paste here as values, and later select all the table, and from the format painter I will create the same thing. You see all numbers are displayed. If you want to display the numbers in 1000 format, let's copy this one. I will copy 1000, I will write another cell 1000 and then later copy it and select all the numbers, and from the paste special I will divide all the numbers to 1000. Then I copied 1000 and from the paste select divide. Excel will divide all the numbers here to the copied number, and I will divide values. Select values and click divide. Excel will divide all these numbers to 1000. Click paste. You see Excel divided all the results to 1000. Okay. If the numbers are formulas, they are value, you see. And I passed it value and divided by 1000. If the numbers are formulas, you see they are all formulas. And all of them are formulas. For example, I copy 1000 and paste here. But from the paste special, I will divide all numbers to 1000, but it will be error because they are all formulas. And then select formulas and divide. Operation is divide. Okay, you see Excel changed the formulas and open parentheses for the main formula and close the parentheses and later write division sign and then later divide it to 1000, you see. Okay, and you can write here values 1000. You can change the header, you see. It will be better when you write here $1000, etc. Okay, I will take them back again. Let's go on. If you want, you can multiply or add or subtract. It's possible when you copy this from and paste here. For example, from the past special, you can see you can add 1000 to each one or subtract 1000 or multiply. For example, if you want to multiply, press values and click multiply, and okay, you see Excel multiplied it 1000 and created these numbers again, you see. Okay. When you copy the table again, and I will paste here, you see there are other options here. For example, you can pass formulas, values, formats, at Excel formats, or you can use format painter here. You can copy and paste the commands, and data validation is also possible. And if there are data validations here, for example, I will create here a data validation, or I think this is better. I will create a data validation here. You see, when I create the data validation, for example, whole number between 1 and this one, okay, and you see Excel, when I write here 0, Excel will not let me write. When I copy this and here I paste here the data validation, you see the data validation is copied and pasted here. For example, I will do it yellow. When I write here 0, Excel will not give the permission to write here 0, because the rule of data validation are copied and pasted here. Okay, and I can delete them again. Okay, and there are other selections. For example, you can copy and paste all using source 10 or all except borders, column width. For example, when I copy this and paste here, you see the column width is, for example, column width is here. It's too wide. And when I copy and paste here using column width, you see Excel copied the column width and did them in the same width. And I will copy again. There are other options. Formulas and number formats. You can copy and paste formulas and number formats. For example, I will copy this, and here I will paste formulas and number formats. You see Excel Excel shifted all of them. For example, when I write here, all the formats will be the same. Number formats are the same, you see. Excel copied, but Excel shifted all of them. For example, let's copy it again and paste as values. You see the number formats are the same. Okay, I will copy them again. And values and number formats, you can copy and paste values and number formats again. I did the same thing. You can do mathematical operations, and I think you remember transpose. For example, I copy all the table and paste here transpose. And when you transpose, if the table is vertical, Excel converts to horizontal. If the table is horizontal, Excel pass vertical. And I will use values because there are formulas there. And I will pass values and transpose. You see, Excel converted the table from vertical to horizontal. You see, okay. And if you want, for example, I will copy this one and create a new sheet and paste only horizontal all. You see, numbers are wrong. You see, because Excel passed it, but the formulas changed the number. Okay, and if you want to see the numbers the same, first of all, I pasted all of them in transpose format, and then later copy it again and paste here values transpose. Excel will paste values, and okay, you see Excel pasted the values. But if they are transposed, how can you create links between the transposed table and the table own? For example, I want to formulate that. I will write here equal to this one. When I drag right side, it doesn't work. But I drag down, it will work. You see, Excel will take the numbers. If there's a problem like this, copy paste doesn't work. For example, when you copy these numbers and paste here, for example, transpose and paste link is disabled, you see. When I remove, you see paste link is enabled. How can I deal with this problem? It's easy. Right here equal transpose and array is all these numbers. Press enter later and then later select all the numbers here, and this one is activated now. Press F2, you see Excel double click. When you press F2, Excel double clicks it and press Ctrl Shift Enter. You see Excel created links between all of them. You see 329, yeah, it's true. This one is also true. The formula of transpose takes the numbers and converts to transpose. It's useful, but Excel experts, most of the Excel experts do not know anything about transpose formula. This formula transposes all of them. You see, I will do it again. First of all, right here, transpose and later select all numbers. This is important, not one number. Select all numbers and press enter. Then later select this one and first of all click this one and select all the spaces, and then later press F2, then later press Ctrl Shift and enter. This is an array formula. When you double click and press enter, it will not work. When you want to delete any of them, it will not work again. You can delete all of them together, or if you want to delete one of them or others, you cannot delete because they are all connected together. If you kill one of them, it will not work correctly. Then Excel does not give permission to delete any of them. Or you can delete all of them together. For example, select all of them and click delete key and Excel deletes all of them. Okay, if you, for example, copy and paste another place, you know, Excel shifts all the cells. But if you cut the formula and paste it another place, no error happens. You see, because Excel, when you cut and paste another place, Excel moves whole table. You see. So then I understand and explain. I will explain that. Excel, when you cut and paste anything, Excel moves all of it, and the numbers and formulas will not be shifted then. Excel correctly moves all of them. For example, I will cut this and paste another sheet. You see, Excel created formulas correctly. Or when I cut here and paste here, you see, Excel created all the formulas correctly and didn't shift any formula. You see, there is no problem about this. For example, when I cut this one and create another Excel sheet, Excel workbook and paste here, you see, no problem. Excel then creates all the formulas in correct manner. You see, Excel first of all writes the whole Excel workbook name and then later sheet name, and later cell name and creates it properly. When I cut this again and paste here, you see, no problem. Excel does all of them. Cut paste sometimes is better than copy paste. There are so many copy paste options, but cut paste only does the move operations. Okay, that's all for the copy paste and cut paste options.